What's up guys, my name is Cam, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about gym motivation, and specifically like getting to the gym to work out. So I know a lot of people have issues or struggles like actually getting out of the house and getting to the gym to work out. I know I've had my own struggles myself. Sometimes you're just not motivated to go. So the whole idea with this video is to put out some like non-traditional information. I'm just trying to be a little bit different in terms of like the tips and tricks that I give you guys here. I know there's a lot of stuff that you can find online, and not to like knack any of that stuff online. It's all very good, not all of it, but a lot of it is very good information. It's all really repetitive as well. So like I said, my whole goal here is to just be slightly different. Hopefully you guys have never seen or heard of any of these tips or tricks before, and maybe you can implement them into your like daily routines to create like an actual workout routine maybe. And then another thing that I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to be live streaming this as I'm creating the video. This is something that I might start doing just because I was on Twitch not too long ago, and I realized there's really not a lot of like anything in the fitness and health like category. So the goal is to almost kind of turn this into like, I guess like a mini podcast maybe, as I'm making the YouTube videos. And if I get people to like join in on the chat and ask questions or chime in, then that would be awesome. So if you are interested in that, I will leave my Twitch link down below. That was most of them, or that was a couple articles here online. So I am going to kind of talk about some of the stuff that I have written down. A lot of it is pretty similar. Now that I just went through all three of those, I do have a few different ones on here though. So the first one that I have on here, and this is all in really no particular order, I do have find a buddy. Now specifically what I mean on here, like by finding a buddy, and again this is things that have helped me in the past. Some of the stuff, like I said, it does still help me to this day to get to the gym, to get motivated. But I do remember like a couple years back, so if you're a guy, right, I would find like a girl to go to the gym with, and I honestly don't think there's anything more motivating than that. If you have that, if you're able to find a girl to go with, obviously don't be like fucking creepy and weird like asking people to go work out who you don't even know. But I was thankful to be in a position where like I knew a handful of people, and a handful of girls actually enjoyed working out. So if I got one of them to come to the gym with me, like there's nothing more motivating than that, if I'm being honest with you. Again, don't be fucking weird about it though, just go work out. Write down your progress. So try to always beat something that you did previously. Again, this is really for like the newer lifters, just because again your strength is gonna like skyrocket immediately. So if day one you go in, you bench like, I don't know, 75 pounds 10 times, right? You might feel pretty good. You might not feel good, I have no idea. But then the next time you go into bench, chances are you're probably going to be able to do like 80 or 85 pounds for the same amount of reps, you know? And like that second time doing it and writing it down on paper and seeing week one at like 75 pounds and then week two at 85 pounds, like that is visual progress that you are seeing, not immediately, but very quickly. And it is something that has helped me in the past. Another one, so discover new exercises. I remember when I first started working out, I didn't like obsess over, but like I discovered Athlean X on YouTube, and let's see if I can pull him up on here real quick. If you've never seen him, I highly recommend going to check him out. He is so informative. So Jeff Cavalier is his name, 12.7 million subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. He's probably the most popular like fitness YouTuber out there. But I do remember when I first discovered him, like I was obsessed with the videos, and like I literally could not get enough of like different chest exercises or shoulder exercises or leg exercises, whatever the case was. Like I was like, oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, I've never seen that before. And he does such a good job at explaining it and breaking it down and how it's supposed to be done and where you should feel it and how you should feel it and stuff like that. So anytime I would watch videos on it, like I would discover a new chest workout, and I was like, shit, like all I want to do is get to the gym and try this new chest exercise. So some of them I ended up keeping around, and some of them I loved. Some of them I didn't keep around. So, but that is another good one. Just discover some new exercises, some good ones. Another one, so buy new equipment if possible. Obviously, don't go spending a bunch of money if you don't have money. But really, what I mean by equipment is like shoes or new clothes or like just gym attire. I do remember when I first started getting into training, I bought a new pair of shoes, like Nike running shoes. And I mean, after work, I would come home and I was like, all I want to fucking do is go to the gym and work out with these shoes. And it seems really stupid, like very simple. But it worked. I mean, it got me on the treadmill running. I was running a mile before every single workout, which I don't recommend doing. But it was the first time I was like consistent with cardio, consistent with working out. And I mean, I was at it for months, and I'm not kidding you. Like 50% of the reason why I was so consistent was because of a new pair of shoes that I bought. So that one could potentially help. Just new gym attire. If you look good, you're gonna feel good doing something, right? Next one, make it fun. So what I mean by this, I know a lot of like the stuff that I read on here earlier, in terms of like making it into a sport. What I mean on here is simply like, how do I explain this? Like, don't go into a gym. And again, this is more for like newer people who are really just having a hard time getting into the gym. Don't go into the gym with a list of workouts that you fucking hate. Okay, so if you don't like deadlifts, or if you don't know how to deadlift, or like cardio, if you don't like running, hurt your knees, or whatever the case is, you just don't like it. Like, don't force yourself to go balls to the wall and do all these like shitty exercises that you hate for an hour straight. Like, that's just gonna leave a sour taste in your mouth, and you're just never gonna want to go to the gym again, right? Now, obviously, those are all like really good things that you are gonna need to do at some point. But if you're just trying to find a routine and you're trying to get motivated to go to the gym, I know a lot of guys out there hate doing legs. I used to be one of those guys. I now love doing legs. But if you hate it, like, don't go balls to the wall with it, or maybe skip it every other week or something. Again, I'm not saying turn this into like a full-blown routine. Obviously, you need to be proportional, or you should be. You should be working out everything. But if you just absolutely despise hating legs, like, I mean, you're going to see better results getting to the gym 3 times a week doing all upper body and arms than you are if you sit on your ass all day and do nothing. So find a way to make it fun. Find a way to enjoy what you're doing. Another one, so don't follow a traditional like 3x10 set. Basically what I mean by this, again, it can be somewhat intimidating when you have like a new workout routine and you're like looking through it and it's like 6 or 7 different exercises, all 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10, whatever it is. It can be somewhat intimidating. By the time you get to the 3rd or 4th like exercise, you're like, holy shit, like I'm exhausted, or I've been here for 45 minutes and I just want to go home, or I don't want to do this. I would say, again, this is something that I did and it helped me. Don't do your traditional 3x10 set. Just come up with your workout. So if you're doing like a traditional upper body push workout, you got like your bench press, shoulder press, skull crushers or something, right? Chest, shoulders, triceps. Just write down the workouts. Don't write down how many you're gonna do. Okay, just kind of go until you feel like you're ready to move on to the next one. That way, I mean, for whatever reason, maybe you're not feeling bench press that day. You're just like out of it. You're like, screw this. I don't want to do a bunch of bench press. Get 1 or 2 sets in, and then you're fine. Just move on, go to the shoulders, go to the triceps next, and so on. At least you're getting through more of your workouts than doing 3 sets of 10 on like 2 or 3 things, and then just saying, screw it, I don't even want to be here anymore. So, next one on here, and I only advise of this, obviously, if you like consult with a doctor or something here. But it's try like new supplements. Again, don't go out and like buy a bunch of random shit. Educate yourself somewhat on the supplements that you buy. The only reason I put this on here is because I remember the first time I bought pre-workouts was like, it was essentially life-changing, game-changing, whatever. I've never been so excited to go work out. I mean, I took like that first scoop, and what was it called? I think it was No Explode. Let me see. No Explode. Oh, here we go. Pre-workout. Yeah, it was this stuff right here. I like, I don't know if I was even in high school or not, but bought this stuff. First pre-workout I'd ever purchased. Knew nothing about it. But nonetheless, it gave me jitters. There's a lot of caffeine in it. Felt so freaking good. And I don't know. It was, like I said, it was game changing, and I enjoyed working out after I bought this stuff. So I'm not like by any means recommending this stuff. I actually don't think it's very a good pre-workout at all. I really don't take too much pre-workout anymore. But like I said, it could be, maybe you're drinking like Monsters or something now before a workout. Like an actual pre-workout might give you a little jump in your step. Next one, good music. So I guess this is only if you're like really into music. This is kind of what I meant earlier on here too, like wherever the audiobook one was on here, right? Or listen to audiobooks. I could never listen to the audiobooks. I am like, so when I listen to music, I have like certain playlists. There's like certain moods or whatever that I go through when listening to music. And I'm big into like the lyrics of music, not necessarily like the rhythm and the beat, so to speak. But I like stuff that relates to my life. It gets me focused. It makes me like think about myself. It makes me think about my life, and it just puts me in like the zone, right? It puts me in this whole other mood. So my workout playlist is really all music like that. So just like an example, if you've ever listened to NF before, NF is like half of this playlist. It just kind of gets you in the mood, gets you in the zone. And again, my biggest thing is just focus. Like I have to be focused while I'm working out. So if you're not into music, if you don't really care about music, you don't really care about lyrics, this one might not work for you. Next one. So figuring out like what your goal essentially is for that workout session, and then just go for it. So what I mean by this on here, if your goal is upper body, you're going in to get like a nice upper body workout. Don't think too much about like your rep ranges, your weights, what exercises you're going to doing, stuff like that. Have a goal to go in, get your upper body sore, and then leave with a sore upper body, right? So you go in, you might do like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 sets of bench press. Maybe you do a little bit of shoulder press. Maybe you do like some push-ups. Maybe you do some biceps. Maybe you do like tricep pull downs or something. Like you're just kind of like winging the exercises, but your goal is upper body. If you can at least get to the gym and make sure you're leaving with a sore upper body, that's going to be a success, right? Again, it's not perfect. Something like that most likely would not work long term, but it's a heck of a lot better than sitting on the couch, right? If your goal is like cardio or something, just get into the gym. Make sure by the time you leave, like your heart rate gets up. You might get that feeling in your lungs if you go for a long time. Just have a goal like cardio, get your heart rate up. Upper body, make sure your upper body is sore by the time you're leaving. Again, pretty basic, but it's going to be a heck of a lot better than sitting on the couch. Let's see. Next one, or last one that I have written down here, and again, this goes back to the whole like endorphins thing. Just understand how you feel after a workout. I know I've said it before. I'm sure there's a ton of people out there who will back this up. You feel so good after a workout, especially if you're having a shitty day. It's like a depressing day. You're just not feeling it. You're not doing anything. It feels so much better to be not motivated to go to the gym and then going to the gym, like that feeling that you get afterwards, after like a long shitty day. It feels so good. So it's good to take note of that feeling. Whenever the next time is that you go to the gym, if you're not feeling it, you're like, shit, like this sucks. I don't want to go to the gym. Just understand how good it feels when you leave the gym, or when you like get to the gym, or you start that first set. It really does go a long way. So again, in my opinion, these are some of the ones that, like I said, some of like the tips that have helped me in the past. Some of them I still do. Some of them I don't. But again, the goal with this was to just try to be somewhat different. hopefully either one of my tips or one of the tips that I talked about here online help you get motivated in some way or another to get to the gym, whether it's for the first time or whether you're getting out of a rut. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, just leave them down below. If there's anything else you want me to cover, leave that down below. If you guys like the video, like the video. And yeah, other than that, have a good day.